everyone, welcome to Pabbly Connect. Today in this video, we are going to integrate two software applications, Shopify and QuickBooks. So the use case here is, as soon as there is a new order in Shopify, we want QuickBooks to auto-create the invoice. But first, let us know what these two software applications are all about. So Shopify is an e-commerce online platform where you can make up your store and sell your products. Whereas QuickBooks is an accounting software program where you can manage your income and expenses. The issue here is that Shopify and QuickBooks don't have any integration between them, and that is where Pabbly Connect comes in the frame. Pabbly Connect is a third-party application software which helps you to send data from Shopify to QuickBooks. The best part here is you don't require any kind of coding. So let me show you this in my screen. Okay, so here I am at Google. So now I'm going to go here and search for pabbly.com. So this is the Pabbly's website. Now here you can see products. So I'm going to go and click on connect. So this is the Pabbly Connect. So now what I have to do is I have to sign in. So because I have already signed in, that is why Pabbly Connect's dashboard is here, but you can also sign up for free. So now I'll go down and I'm going to click on Access Now here where there is Pabbly Connect. So I'll click on Access Now. So this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So now I am going to create a workflow from here. So you can click on this and now it wants me to give a new name. So I'm going to give it a name. Shopify to QuickBooks. So I have given a name. I'm going to click on create. So this is the trigger dashboard when this happens. That means whenever something happens, we want to do something else. So when you click on plus button, you can add the action dialog box over here. So this is the trigger step. You can add more action steps by clicking on plus button. So in order to make this integration successful, we have to first integrate Shopify to Pabbly Connect and then we'll integrate Pabbly Connect with QuickBooks. So first I'm going to click on Shopify over here because first goal is to connect Shopify with Pabbly Connect. So in choose method, there are many options available over here. So you can just choose it according to your need. For me, whenever a new order is created in Shopify, I want the data to go and get stored in QuickBooks. That is why my first thing is I am going to click on new order. So that is when a new order is placed, Pabbly Connect will capture the data. Now, if you want more methods of your own needs, you can contact our team at admin@pabbly.com and our team will help you to create your own method. So now you can see this webhook URL over here. So usually after this, what we need to do is we need to add this webhook inside Shopify. So what is webhook? Webhook is an essential way to get data from an external software at Pabbly's end. So you can see the instructions written over here. From your Shopify admin, go to settings, then notifications. In the webhook section, click create a webhook, select the event type, orders or create for the format JSON and place the above URL. So we are going to copy this URL. Now we'll go to Shopify. I have already logged in my Shopify account. Now I'll go to this settings over here. As the instruction said that you have to go to notifications. So I'll go to notifications. And now I'm going to go and scroll down. So here you can see webhook. So we are going to create a webhook. So I'll click on this. Now here cart creation is written, but we want order creation. So you can just go down and select order creation. Here it is. Format is going to be JSON and here I have to paste the webhook URL. So I'm going to paste and this you have to let it be and I'm going to save the webhook. So my webhook has been saved successfully. Now I'll go back to Pabbly Connect. So now we have successfully pasted our webhook URL in Shopify. Now let us see if Pabbly Connect captures the data or not. So I'm going to click on capture webhook response. So here waiting for webhook response. So now what we'll do is we'll actually place our order in Shopify. So I'll go to Shopify. Now I'll go to online store. So here there is catalog. I'm going to click on it. So let me buy this Big B t-shirt. So I'll click on it. So let's click on buy it now. So here I'm going to put some email, casperhammes@gmail.com. First name I'm going to put as Casper, then Hammes. Address I'm going to put it as E12 Arera Colony. Then city, let it be Bhopal. Country, India. State, I'm going to put it as Madhya Pradesh. Pin code, I'll put it as 462046. Phone number. Okay, so I'm done. I'm going to continue to shipping. So now here I'm going to click on continue to payment. So now here it is asking me some details regarding the payment. So card number, I'm going to put it as 1. Now I'll just put bogus gateway. Expiry date, I'm just going to enter all these details over here. And now I'm going to click on pay now. So you can see your orders being processed. So we have successfully placed our order. You can see order is confirmed. Now let us go back to Pabbly Connect and see if it has captured the data or not. So yes, you can see the ID, email, everything is written over here, even the price of the product, everything is stored over here. So Pabbly Connect has successfully captured the data from Shopify. Now our next step is to add the action step. So we'll save this. Now I'm going to go down, click on plus button. So this is the action dialog box over here. So after trigger comes action step. So now in the place of choose app, I'm going to click on QuickBooks. So you can see QuickBooks because now our task is to integrate Pabbly Connect with QuickBooks. So in place of choose method, we are going to create a customer. Create a customer. You can see there are many options available over here. Whatever your trigger is, accordingly you can select your method. And if you have any problem with any of the method, you can contact our team at admin@pabbly.com and our team will help you. So after this, what I'm going to do is I'll click on connect with QuickBooks Online. So you can see you don't have to worry about this. Just click on connect with QuickBooks Online. So you can see it is connecting. So now I have already logged in my QuickBooks account. That is why it has already got the data. So authorization is successful. So I'm going to click on OK. So you can see here display name, you don't have to worry about it. Given name, yes, it is very important. So let us search for the name that we entered. It was Casper. We'll enter the full name. So first name I have entered. This is the last name. I have entered first and last name both. Middle name, family name, not at all required. Title, no. Suffix, no. Company, no. Phone number, all these things are not required. Email address, okay, we'll add the email address. casperhammes@gmail.com. So we have done this. So website not required. GST registration type. So for that we have to click on consumer. Okay, so billing address, we are going to fill the billing address. So address is here. We'll just fill all the details. So we have filled this. Now city will fill. Okay, so this is city. State code we don't require. Let us fill the country. Yes, this is done. Postal code no required. Shipping address no need. Billing address is same as shipping address. Notes, currency, tax registration number no need. CSTUTR no need. All this is done. Now what you have to do is you have to save and send test request. So I'll click on this. So yes, we have got the data. You can see billing address, everything is over here. Yes, you can see name is here, qualified name, display name, everything is over. You can see the mail also. So now what we're going to do is we're going to save it. So now what we are going to do is we'll go to QuickBooks and see if this customer called Casper Hammes has been created or not. So we'll go to QuickBooks. So now I'm going to go down and you're going to choose QuickBooks again over here, QuickBooks Online. And now my method is to create an invoice. So I'm going to create an invoice over here. So now connect with QuickBooks Online. So connect with QuickBooks Online from here. So it is connecting again. So authorization is successful. So I'll click on OK. So here again. So here what we're going to do is we'll just map the data. So you can just delete this, and in place of customer, we have to add customer ID. So I'll search for customer. So we'll just go down and see where is customer ID. So customer ID is this 38. So I'll click on this. Now it is asking me email, but it is saying that if not set, the customer's primary email will be used. So I'm not going to put the email. I'll go down. All the shipping address is not required. No billing address. I'll just go down. So now transaction date, I'm going to search for date created. So here you can see updated at. So I'll click on this. And now due date. So again, we need the date. So you can just click on any date. Now I'll go to ship date. So ship date is not required. Tracking number, it's not required. Service date, not at all required. Description, quantity, yes, we require the quantity. How many products were there in total? So quantity were 1. So now we are going to go down to unit price. So for price, let me search for price. So total price is here. You can just click on 23. Item reference ID, you don't have to worry about it. We'll go down, and tax code. Yes, you have to click on any GST. So I'll just click on 12% GST. Amount, you can just enter the price, the total price again. Customer memo, no need. Private note, no need. So I'll just go down. Total tax, again I'll put 12%. So you don't need to write the percent, only 12. So discount percent, you can also give any discount amount to anybody. So I'll just give it as 2. So I just want to give 2% discount. So I'll go down, and now no need of anything else. So now I'm going to save and send test request. So you can see everything is recorded over here. Everything looks fine to me. Let us go to QuickBooks and see if the invoice is created. So I'll click on QuickBooks, and from here sales, I'll go to invoices. So now we need to search for our invoice. Casper Hamis. So yes, it is here. So this is the invoice. Yes, it is loading. So this is the invoice, and we have successfully created our invoice. That means we have completed our both the steps. First, we integrated Shopify with Pabbly Connect, and then we integrated Pabbly Connect with QuickBooks. Now in QuickBooks, we took 2 methods. First, we added a new customer, and then we created our invoice. So now I'll give you one more example, and I'll show you how, if any new order is created in Shopify, QuickBooks should auto create the invoice. So I'll go to Shopify, and now I'm going to online store, catalog. So this time I will buy cotton wearables. So let me click on this. So I'm going to buy it now. So again, it is asking me information. I'm going to enter it as Darius @gmail.com. Okay, first name is Darius. Okay, address is E42 Arera Colony. Okay, city is Bhopal. Okay, everything is done. Phone number. So, okay, continue to shipping. So now continue to payment. So now I have to enter payment details. So I'll enter bogus gateway, expiry date, security code. So I'll pay now. So our order is being processed. So yes, our order is being confirmed. Let us go to QuickBooks and see. We'll go to QuickBooks. First, we'll go to invoices. So let us see if Darius is here. Yes, Darius is over here. So I'm going to click on it, and yes, our invoice is being created. So we have successfully integrated Shopify with QuickBooks.
Not just these two software applications, but you can integrate any software application using our Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, you can contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Our team will help you to automate your workflows. You can also visit our website at www.pabbly.com. Thank you.